What's up, everybody? This is Kyle Thumb, your solar guy, and today we're talking about one of the most essential and basic questions that you need to understand before you make the switch to solar, which is how do solar panels actually work? So it's 2021. I'm sure you have seen solar panels on rooftops in your neighborhood, but do you know how they actually work? And when going into an explanation, it's very easy to get very technical and scientific. So I've done my best to kind of condense it and make it easily digestible for anyone who's watching. So the basics of solar is it all begins with sunlight. And it begins with sunlight because what sunlight actually is electromagnetic radiation. Radiation that is emitted from the sun and obviously takes a while to travel all the way to Earth and provide our surface with heat and light. And what solar panels and solar technology is able to do is it actually collects this radiation and it turns it into a form of energy and electricity that we're able to use. The most common type of solar energy technology and the type that is used in almost all residential projects is called photovoltaics, also known as PV. And these PV solar panels are made up of an element called silicon. And when the sunlight hits this element, the electrons of the element begin to move, which is going to initiate a flow of electricity. This flow of electricity that is generated by the panel itself is a form of direct current or DC electricity. And the issue with DC electricity is that it cannot be used by the majority of appliances in our home. And so in order to create usable electricity, this energy that has been produced by the solar panels must travel to something that we call an inverter. And the inverter is simply the part of the system that converts the DC electricity into alternating current electricity, also known as AC. And this is the form of energy that we use to power our home, and this is the much more usable form of electricity. So this is why when you're looking at a solar system and you're looking at the purchase, it's important to be aware and understand both the panels and the inverters. Because without either one, you're going to be stuck with electricity that isn't really usable by your home. So this energy, which has now been converted into AC electricity, is able to be used however you would like. It can be used in your home with lights and appliances and everything that you use electricity for. It can be stored in a battery, or it can be sent back to the grid. In many cases as well, when you're sending energy back to the grid, you're able to earn a credit towards your bill so that you're able to cover your electricity cost. This is called net metering. So to summarize everything that we've just gone over, number one, solar panels collect radiation from sunlight and turn it into electricity. The electricity from the solar panels is DC and it's not very usable. So what happens is it travels to an inverter, which is going to convert it into a more usable form of electricity, also known as AC. You and your home are then able to use the electricity as you please. And then what happens when you're using more electricity than your panels are generating, you're able to buy electricity from the utility provider as normal. And when you're not using a lot of electricity and you are producing that excess, that is when you're able to either A, store it in a battery, or B, take advantage of net metering. So that was a brief overview of how solar panels work. I hope that you found this beneficial. As always, if you have any questions about solar or panels or inverters or anything at all, please let me know in the comments down below. As always, I also appreciate if you can like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, this is Kyle, your solar guy, and I hope you have an awesome day.